I built 3 OpenClaw business use cases that saves me 20 hours a week. There's no code, there's no development team, no crazy setup, and this week alone, it's replaced my task manager, my content strategist, and my YouTube analyst. While you're still dragging cards around in Asana and guessing what to post next, this thing is running a full team of AI agents behind the scenes. They manage my Trello Kanban, they scrape Reddit and X for winning content ideas, and they even audit all of my competitors' YouTube channels and let me know when one of them posts a breakout video. Now, I've stress tested this app so you don't have to. Here's the truth. Installing OpenClaw is relatively easy, and you can ignore every 18-year-old broccoli-haired influencer that's trying to convince you otherwise. The turning point is to turn this into a real business system, because I'm seeing a lot of hype on X, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn about people claiming that they've got like 20 agents, 50 agents, running all sorts of things for their businesses, for their clients, and generating an X amount of revenue. But I haven't actually seen many use cases. So in this video today, I'm going to show you 3 I'm currently using in my own business and how my agent is running everything for me. The first use case is Ava, my OpenClaw bot, manages my Trello Kanban. And this is my Kanban. This is where I dump all my tasks that need to get done. Now, there's 2 ways this system works. The first is I can create tasks and assign it to myself. I can create tasks and assign it to Ava. Or the third option is I basically tell Ava what the problem is, and she can assign and create the tasks inside of Trello herself, because I've given her access to the Trello personal access token. So the way my system works is that everything that you see with the purple label, that's assigned to Ava. That's what she works on. You see some here that I need to watch some videos for my competitors, get ideas for content, and other bits and pieces for my community. I've also got some client projects in here I need to take care of. If at any point I need Ava's help, all I need to do is go inside of a task like this, and I just click on labels, and then I just assign the purple Ava label to her, and basically we have a cron job. So a scheduled task that runs every 4 hours where Ava will monitor everything on the Asana board. If she sees the purple label, she knows that that's assigned to her. She has to take ownership of it. And if I need her help, I just mention her in the comments. So I just put in Ava and she'll pick it up. That is what the cron job has been scripted to do. And not only that, she regularly checks in on me. So she'll give me a report that says how many tasks are outstanding, what we're working on, what's assigned to her, and what's urgent. Let me show you how that works. Ava, check Trello and give me a status update. I'm going to send it over to Ava. Let's see what she comes back with. And here you go. Here's the latest status from the Profit Lab, which is my Kanban board. We've got high priority and new tasks. So there are currently 11 cards currently in the to-do list specifically, and 3 specifically need my immediate attention. So Kimi API failure, which is something I'm trying to fix for a backup fallback model. So our primary model for Ava is Flash 3 Preview, which is an amazing language model, an agentic model from Gemini. If you want to start with a model, I highly recommend this. For the fallback model, I want to use Kimi, which is from moonshot.ai. So I've actually signed up for their $20 a month plan. The problem is their API key is not working, and I need to find out why, which is why I've delegated this to Ava. I don't have time because I'm busy working for clients, I've got deadlines, and I'm also creating content. I've also asked her to create the Tavily search skill. So I went to Tavily, I signed up for a free API, and they give you something like 1,000 searches per month on the free plan. So I took the API, and I'm basically going to ask her to create the search skill for me. Now, you might be wondering why you would do that when ClawHub exists. And if you're not familiar with clawhub.ai, this is a marketplace where you can download, upload skills. The problem I have with it is there's a lot of malware on here. You can see here that GOG is by Peter, who's the founder of OpenClaw, and it's had something like 33,000 downloads. Now, you can hide suspicious links and downloads, but honestly, if you've got access to the API, you can just get your agent to build it for you. It's a really, really simple task. I've also got a YouTube watchdog, which means it's going to check my competitors' channels every Monday at 8 a.m. I'll show you that next. But basically, I've added 16 new competitors to look at. So she's going to update the script. Work in progress is she's got 4, which is in the doing column. I'm doing some research for a competitor. I'm looking at security and networking, so I want to beef up my own security. I need her help with that. I actually got to install some things, some packages onto my Mac, and it's specifically Tailscale, so I've got some issues with that. So I need her help to kind of diagnose that. And there's some learnings that I've just got to watch some videos just to kind of get some ideas for future content. And completed today, she's fixed the YouTube outliers video because we had an expired API key, and now she's going to work on the Moderato Kimi API key issue. What's great is that I've given Ava full access to this Kanban board, which means that once it's complete, she'll actually move it to done and she'll mark it as complete. She runs the entire board. I don't actually move any of this, unless of course it's one of the tasks that I'm personally looking at, which is watching content like these 2 tasks here. But otherwise, she manages the entire system for me. And these are actual tasks, right? These are client tasks, tasks for my own business, they're tasks for content I need to record for my community or for the YouTube channel. So this is day-to-day business stuff, and this is easily one of the best use cases. Now, the latest update inside of OpenClaw has a built-in Kanban, but actually I recommend against that, because the more tasks you try and do inside of OpenClaw, the more memory is going to require, which means that it's going to burn more tokens, right? And if you get to a point where the sessions start getting bloated, it's going to require more memory, it's going to require more tokens, and then eventually you're going to hit the API rate limits, because not all language models were created equally. Some have stricter rate limits than others. Also, all language models don't have the same context window. So anything like a Kimi or a Minimax will have a smaller context window, which means you'll hit it regularly. So what I propose is that you build Kanbans, everything outside of OpenClaw. And honestly, Trello is free. You can set something up like this in literally 2 minutes, and then you get the access key from developer settings, and then you just give that to your OpenClaw bot. This will also help you for memory, because Ava, my bot, can dump dump everything inside of here. She doesn't have to contextually keep it on her mind all the time. And so that saves me memory, but ultimately that saves me token burn, which means that it costs me less to run Ava every single day. The second use case is mining Reddit and X for content ideas. Now these platforms are absolute gold for content, especially Reddit. And there are like sub forums for OpenClaw, for AI, ChatGPT, and so on. And Ava can actually read the Reddit posts inside of these subreddits. She can read the comments, all the likes, dislikes, and then give me an overview, a strategy of the types of content that I can either post on LinkedIn, Twitter, or I can use to create my future video. And the way this works is I've given Ava access to scrapers on Reddit and X Twitter using API and a few other data scraping platforms. So she can go ahead, create skills for this, find the content, and I'll show you exactly what that looks like. Hey Ava, run the Reddit content ideas task. So let's see what Ava comes back with. She's now initiated the scrapes inside of API. She's spawning sub-agents. And the reason she's spawning sub-agents is because this is an external scraping with extensive data analysis. Because I want the very best content ideas for my videos or my LinkedIn or Twitter X content. See here, she's spawning sub-agents to handle the API Reddit scraping. I've set the budget to 50 results for subreddits, N8N, automation, passive income, side hustle, and all these similar types of subreddits. And the completion, the sub-agent will analyze the findings and save them to our workspace. The bad news, the Reddit content scraper has failed because she's scraping too much content. It's triggered the API rate limit on API, which is fine because I'm actually running this now live. But normally what I would do is I would schedule this. So let me try a different approach. I'm going to scrape less results. I had to change the API key on API because one of my accounts has actually expired. But once I plugged it in, Ava did the rest. And you can see here that she's actually scraped all of Reddit. And these are excellent content ideas for my particular channel. So some of the results are, I just closed a 5,400 AI agent deal and I'm still shaking. That's from N8N. And she's given me an angle as well. So this is a high ticket case study on how to land big clients by proving AI agents aren't dead. This is another great one. And in fact, I might even look at this. So I rebuilt most of OpenClaw's functionality in a single N8N workflow. I don't believe that's true because I use N8N. I've been using it for a long time. But aside from that, let's see. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. I do think agentic builders like OpenClaw are going to be the future. I think N8N is dying. And I've actually created videos on that. But still, it's a really great content source. And I really like the title as well. This would make a great YouTube title. Also, here's another interesting one. There are 20 official Claude Code plugins. Most people don't even know about. Again, a very optimized title for YouTube. It's giving me the angles, so hidden features, pro tools guide. I can even plug this in and ask Ava to create my video scripts with the hooks, with titles and captions and even chapters or the video script. The last use case, and definitely my favorite, is using Ava to basically look at my competitors' channels and let me know when they post outlier videos. So basically, an outlier is YouTube categorizes videos in blocks of 10. So let's say your average video gets 500 views. So I'm looking for something that gets more than 500 views, more than the channel average. And that's the outlier score. So the outlier score is set to 4 or more. And so every Monday at 8 a.m., Ava will actually run a script. She'll check all the channels that I've given her access to that she can scrape. And it's not really scraping because she's using the YouTube API. So it's done through Google's own APIs. So she's got access to metadata. And because I'm running it once a week, I'm never going to hit the rate limits. And this alone saves me hours, like literally hours, because traditionally I was always doing this by hand. And this is what the research looks like. So I've got the title, I've got the channel, I've got the outlier score. So this Shreyas' channel this video is 37, almost 38 times better than his average video. So this is something that I'll definitely look at. Now, the time window, the time frame for this search window is about 3 months. So any of these channels who are my competitors, if they post anything in the last 3 months, Ava will pick it up on the script. And you can see the upload date as well. This was posted like just under 2 months ago. This one here by Andy is another great opportunity. This one's 32 outlier score, so 32 times better than his channel average. I've got the titles, so I can spin up the titles. I've got a thumbnail, so I can click on this. I can deconstruct it and look at the thumbnails and see what's making it clickable. I've also got the video here as well. And this is a great source of ideas for me because literally all I have to do is watch it and record my own version. I'm going to delete all these results. Let me show you with a live demonstration. If I run the YouTube outlier script, but normally this is a cron job. It runs every Monday, but I'm triggering it manually just to show you on this video. And after a couple of minutes, it will go back, run the script, and it will repopulate my Airtable with pretty much the same results. Now, obviously, if I want more results, I give Ava more competitor channels so she can scrape it, which is obviously great because it gives me more ideas. The downside is obviously it's going to take longer if there's more channels because there's more channels, more videos, everything's multiplied. So it will take longer. But if you schedule this out of hours or overnight, you'll have fresh inspiration early in the morning. And honestly, some of these thumbnails are fire. Like they're really good. Definitely things that I can work with. So you just saw 3 real use cases for OpenClaw that saves me over 20 hours per week. This is automated task management, data-driven content mining, and YouTube performance optimization, and finding ideas for future videos. And if you build this the right way, your AI stops being a chatbot and starts acting like a team. And if you love this video, smash the like button, watch the next tutorial on screen because I'm somebody that dropped AI source. I'm not someone that just creates content for the heck of it. I'm somebody that uses all the tools and services and strategies and workflows that I talk about. Not only do I use it for my own business, I sell these services to clients because I run an agency, but I'm also teaching students in my private AI community. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Turn your notifications on so you know when the next video drops. And before you go, say it with me, something magical is going to happen today. Because if you run OpenClaw the way way I run it, it absolutely will. See you next time.